Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. Welcome to another Stardew Valley chill stream. How are we today? What's up, Blue? What's up, Mosu? How are you guys? What's up, Dale? Good morning. Well, I guess it's good evening to you. Blue finally got his payment from his state's government for disability. Nice, congrats, man. That's gotta feel good. All right. So we're in. Man, what are we even doing in this game right now? I haven't been playing this regularly lately. But I think I need to turn this down a smidge for me. It's pretty loud in my eardrums. There we go. All right. Beautiful and sunny day tomorrow. Today's luck is good. You're cooking dinner right now? Nice. I'm doing all right. I woke up about an hour ago. Didn't sleep super great. I think because I fell asleep in my recliner. Didn't mean to, but I did. And I didn't actually go to my real bed until like 4 in the morning, and now I kind of have a headache. Got a kitchen? Cooking is a great way to enhance your abilities. Not only do they provide a convenient source of energy, but many dishes temporarily increase your skills, speed, and more. Smells good, don't it? So yeah, I took some ibuprofen, and hopefully it starts feeling better soon. Spring is probably my favorite season. There's a certain freshness in the air that fills me with hope. Mwah. Love you, Penny. Oh man, I'm still not wearing pants, am I? I'm just walking around in overalls and boxers. What was I? I was trying to dye my pants a color that kind of matches these overalls, and I couldn't figure it out. Where's my other kid? Oh, there she is. Baby Luna. All right, so it's the 8th of spring, apparently. I don't really remember what all we were in the middle of. I've got a lot of stuff growing. And at some point, I messed up and didn't pick these on Monday, so now it's Ancient Fruit Tuesdays. It used to be Mondays, now it's Tuesday. I've got a shitload of honey ready to roll here. Oh no, it's not reaching all of them. Really? I really thought it would. Oh, that kind of sucks. Only some of it's blue jazz honey. Huh. I wonder what the radius is on that. I thought it was like 8 tiles, which would definitely reach all of these, but it must not be. Because 8 of them are just regular ass wild honey, which means I'm getting screwed. Some of the AC Odyssey songs remind you of the God of War game songs, even though they're separate themes. Maybe they were done by the same composer. You never know. Alright, well, let's sell the honey. Yeah, I'm curious about Valhalla too. I have not played an Assassin's Creed game since number 4, I believe. I did load up Origins and play like the first half hour of it, but I didn't stick with it. I still want to play a lot of the previous ones, but I kind of want to go back and pick up where I left off, which means I would have to go back to Unity, which, if I remember correctly, I think a lot of people didn't really love. So I just don't know if I'd be like wasting my time with that. I know a lot of people love Syndicates, which is kind of the one I really want to go back to, but I hate the idea of just skipping one, you know? Gonus, what's up, man? Thank you for coming to the stream. How are you today? It's not horrible, but it's not good. compare Unity to AC3. Dude, I kind of hated AC3 by the end of it. Like, I finished that game, and I don't know, there were certain things that I liked about it. It wasn't like the worst game ever, but by the end of that game, I was pretty thoroughly disgusted with it. Like, I remember hating the final sequence so much that I was just like so angry by the time I was done with it. And honestly, like, other than that, like these days I can't even really tell you what I disliked about it so much because I just don't even remember. I just know that I did. So if Unity's like AC3, then that's no good to me. Unity feels similar. It's just not that fun to play. So how's the main character in Unity? I think his name's Arno. Is he at least a compelling main character? Is he fun to watch, or is he just a douchebag? You want to play all ACs and play them in the right order? Now playing Syndicate? Well, it sounds like you're on a good one then. Ugh, no, the opposite. He's not a good character. He just sucks. Fair enough. Unity has the worst main character? He's worse than Connor? Because I know a lot of people hate Connor too. I don't even think I really disliked Connor that much. I just thought he was really boring. Let's see. Let's see. Monday. What was I. What are we doing today? Unity has the worst main character in all AC until now. Gotcha. You think Connor was worse than Arno? Well, maybe I won't mind Arno so much then. Yeah, I've always heard that Syndicate's characters were really good. Apparently, people love. I don't know exactly how it works. It's like a brother and a sister, right? And you can play as either one of them. Is that how it works? And people really like the sister, or actually, am I thinking of? I'm thinking of one of the newer ones with that, aren't I? Or was that Syndicate? Isn't it also like that in the one after Origins? I can't keep track of them all, man. There's too many. Oh no, I messed up again. Yes, counting's very difficult. Lots of people have trouble with it. Don't feel bad. There are main missions where you have to play as a specific one, but most of the time you can choose which one to play as. Gotcha. I remember somebody saying that Syndicate surprisingly had some really fun gameplay too, compared to a lot of the other ones. I don't know what they were talking about specifically, but I guess Syndicate does something different. Odyssey, that's the one I was trying to remember the name of. You choose one character and you're stuck with he or she. Gotcha. Okay. So both Odyssey and Syndicate do the two main character thing, but Syndicate lets you swap back and forth between them, whereas with Odyssey you're stuck with the one you pick. Is that accurate? They each have unique dialogue choices too. Yeah, I would hope so. Whoops. Yeah. I liked AC a lot back in the day, but oh no. I think I actually, come to think of it, I did sit down and start Unity on the PS4, but I only played like an hour of it, and then I just kind of stopped because I was like, man, they're just pumping these out too fast. I think that was the same year that they came out with Rogue at the same time, and I was like, well, geez, if I'm gonna stick with the series, I gotta play Rogue as well, and I just kind of stopped. Pierre needs a sandfish. We could probably go get him a sandfish. You prefer Odyssey's combat way better than the older games? Right on. I would hope they would keep improving the combat. It wasn't always so good. I actually really like the Ezio trilogy, but I can't deny that the combat was kind of basic in those games. Where am I keeping slimes? There we go. Let's go try and get a sandfish. You dislike Origins? Yeah, I always like... I never had a ton of interest in Origins because I'm not a fan of the setting. I don't know. The whole, like, ancient Egypt thing has never really done it for me. I don't really know why. But, like, the sandy, arid desert stuff just doesn't really speak to me. And I've heard that it's just so freaking long. It reaches a point where you just wish it was over, but the game just keeps going and going and going. So I was kind of like, I don't know. Got it. You don't like how they took something original, like the AC style, and made it like the thousands of other RPGs out there? I mean, I think that it was time for the series to evolve. You know, you could argue they should have went a different direction with it. And I haven't played the newer ones, so I can't really speak to that, to be honest. Hey, you brought me the item I asked for. Thanks so much. Let's see. Here's what I owe you. That's the first quest I've completed in, like, probably a year in this game. Let's see. Who do I still have to... Oh, yeah. Pierre's one person I do still need to get gifts for. And the dwarf. And Willie. Okay. And Marnie. We still haven't found anything that Pierre loves. I wonder if he would enjoy... He probably wouldn't like iridium ore, right? Let's try giving him cactus fruit. Seems he likes it. He just likes everything, but loves nothing. That's how he lives his life. Oh, it doesn't even show up under like, so he must have been neutral about it, actually. You saw my Last of Us 2 stream. Would love to watch live, but it's too late for you. Yeah, I understand, man. Time zones are a thing. Pain in the ass, really. Actually, I was trying to make that archive go live this morning, and YouTube did something funny with the edit. I always edit the beginning of the archives to chop off the beginning where I'm just streaming music and waiting for people to show up. And something went weird with the edit, and it, like... I don't really know how to describe it. It's like it moved the audio, but it didn't move the video. So the sync was completely off, and it didn't chop off the beginning video part. So I was like, oh, well, this is cool. I just deleted it, and I'm re-exporting it now, hoping it doesn't do the same thing again. So I hope I'll be able to make that go live today, but it's going to be a little bit. You love the older AC games, and Syndicate proved that the style can be done right without a complete overhaul. Yeah, but how many times could they do that, really, you know? That's like, it's the kind of thing where they can only get away with that a couple times, I think. So stuff. Okay. Let's fill these up with cranberries. Hell yeah. Gotta watch those barrels in the corner. If I ask you forever, you'd play all the games in that style. Look, I know what you mean, because I feel the same way about certain series. Like, you know, to me, they could just keep making Shenmue games in the style of Shenmue 2, and I'd be perfectly happy. Use those graphics, use that engine, just make new content. I'd play those games for the rest of my life. But I think the reality is that they wouldn't be able to do that at large because the industry wouldn't accept that. Most people wouldn't accept that, you know. They have to keep evolving the formula in order to keep the series alive. In fact, Yu Suzuki said that about Shenmue 4. What the fuck? Why can't I pick this up? No. Ah, there we go. Man, that was weird. Yeah, so he said that like he made Shenmue 3 for the fans. He didn't want to change it very much from what the original Shenmue formula was. But the problem with that is that it didn't really do a lot to bring in new fans of the series. And you can't just keep doing that over and over and over again. So he said that for Shenmue 4, he is going to have to kind of make it more modern in a way. Are we missing any barrels here? I think we got them all. Actually, it looks pretty good to me. Yeah, that's the thing. You're trying to finish Origins and it's so freaking long. Like, I don't mind a long game as long as the content can remain compelling. But the problem with that at the age that I'm at in my life is time. I don't have hours and hours and hours to just play all these 300-hour long games. I wish I did, really, but I don't. Evolving doesn't just mean plastering some RPG elements over top of the game and make the controls Dark Souls like every goddamn game nowadays. I mean, I would argue it kind of does. I, you know, I think you're being slightly reductive about that because like game design is iterative, right? When when a genre adopts certain controls or practices, uh, people who are fans of that genre come to expect certain things, certain qualities of life. I would argue, and I'm not talking about anyone specifically. I'm just talking about gamers in general. At least I think so. Did I really only pick up? Yeah, I guess that's over 100. Okay. All right. Glad we got all that taken care of today. Um, let's see. So I was working on. I was working on trying to make more kegs, which means I need iron and copper. So that's why, as an AC fan, you're disappointed because you expected some control schemes from the games, which you didn't get. So you don't think that the controls were improved in Origins? You think that they were better in the older games overall? I'm genuinely asking because, like I said, I didn't play a lot of Origins, so I can't really compare, to be honest. You hate Dark Souls like controls? Yeah, I guess if you just don't like those controls, then that would make sense that you didn't like that game. I don't think I've ever met somebody who had an issue with that style of controls. Storm tomorrow. And very good luck today. I was going to say we should go to Skull Caverns, but we got to do Ancient Fruit today. Penny's going into town like usual. You never use light and heavy attacks? You use either one? Well, so you're kind of just refusing to play by the game's rules then. Which is your right to play the game however you like, but it sounds like you're not getting the full potential out of the way the game is designed then. What do these guys want? Right, 3 fire quartz. Okay. Let's grab all the ancient fruit. It's just not fun for you to think about the strategy to use in a fight. I don't know, it kind of sounds like you just don't really like third-person fighting at all then. Alright, Ancient Fruit Tuesday has been completed. Ooh. And we've got some strawberries ready here too. You love the old ACs because they didn't require much strategy? Yeah, I think we have a fundamental disagreement about that, Dale. Which is okay. But like for me, I like games that require thought and strategy to be put in. I don't like I feel like a lot of modern games are just kind of like roller coaster rides that don't require a lot of thought. It's almost like an impossible to fail style of game design. And I've never liked that. But and I admit it's a hard balance to strike because if you make a game too hard or obscure to get through, it just becomes annoying. So like you've got to make sure that you do it in a way that it's not infuriating to get through. But I also don't want to just sit down and have the game play itself for me, basically, you know? I think that's why I love the Batman games so much. Well, I mean, other than the fact that they're great for being Batman games, but the combat in those games is like practically perfect in my opinion. You know, there's a lot of people that talk shit on the combat in the Batman games, calling it a button masher, and I'm like, are you kidding me? You cannot button mash your way through that game unless you put it on easy mode. But more specifically, you can't button mash your way through the challenge maps. Like you wouldn't do that. You have to get good at it. You have to use strategy. Who wants to be a dinosaur on Dude Ranch Farms, by the way. We've already got Gonus as a dinosaur. Dale, do you want to be a dinosaur? Meh? No? Okay. What should we name this guy? Let's get a good one here. Checkers the dinosaur. All right. Let's go with that. What's up, Checkers? Welcome to life. And I should have saved that other egg. I didn't know he was going to be done so quickly. You like both ACs? Old ones? Oh, you like both and ACs. The old ACs are clearly a power fantasy. Yeah, there is something to be said for that too. The whole power fantasy aspect. I guess I just like earning that, you know? Oop, stay there, piggy. Get out of my face. Prickabell. Prickabell is right. No, what was I saying though? Like, so like the combat in the Batman games is like, yeah, you can put it on easy mode and button mash your way through it and you'll be fine if you want to play that way. But if you want to actually, if you want to play it on like a harder difficulty, or if you want to get through the really difficult challenge maps, you have to learn that system. You have to strategize. You have to pay attention to like the moves you're going to use and the enemies you're going to use them on, like the order you're going to take down enemies. Like it's really engaging. I think it's brilliant the way it does that. And then like the number one thing is that it just feels really satisfying when you get good at it. That's why you watch me, because you play games. I play games that you never will, but you want to see the stories. Fair enough, man. I'm glad that I can provide that service for people. It's kind of funny. The other day, I was talking to my friend Lori, who shows up here in chat sometimes, his older evil twin. And she was saying that like she doesn't really want to play The Last of Us 2, but she just wants to watch somebody play it. And she was asking me if that was wrong, and I was like, well, how could I possibly say no to that? I'm a guy who's been making Let's Plays for how long now? Like, no, I can't tell people, no, you should always play the games you want to play, never watch people. Like, I'd be the biggest hypocrite in the world. Because obviously I want people to watch my stuff. I will say, though, if it's a game that I really love, like, I will probably play it myself, and I'll also probably watch somebody play it in a Let's Play or something. I actually like that experience because I like seeing different takes on it. I like seeing people find stuff that I maybe didn't, and so on. You started up Asylum recently and turned it off after the first encounter. Oh man, that breaks my heart to hear you say that, man. You love watching the game, you just don't love playing the game. That's fair. You know, one of the things we have to realize as we grow up is that not every game can be for everybody. Not everything can be for everybody, and that's okay. We got to upgrade the shed. What does that take? Wood, gold, and probably something else, but I don't really know what. Stone, maybe? Let's go talk to Robin. Okay, and Robin's not here. Because why would she be? Let's give Pierre a horseradish. See how he likes that. Not exactly his favorite. Oh, well. Does it tell me that in here? I wonder. No, it doesn't tell me that. That's a shame. Yeah, there's music playing right now. Can you not hear it? Oh, shit. We might be missing a source in here. How did that happen? Okay, you should hear it now. I can't believe you guys let me go that long without any sound in here. I don't know how that happened. The source just disappeared from Streamlabs. That's... Why is there always something? Why can't I just have a stream where shit just works and goes right? I'm so exhausted. We got excited about AC. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Hey, you know what? It's just a chill stream. We're just relaxing. Everything's fine. George doesn't really need any more presents to love me, but I'm gonna give him one anyway, because it feels good. It feels good to help people out, doesn't it? Alright, Lee Rivers, what's up, man? Thanks for coming out to the stream. How are you today? Yeah, I apologize for that. I guess there's not going to be any sound for the first fucking 30 minutes of this archive. So, such is life. Let's go recycle a CD. Actually, I want to check and see if I have any ore in here to process. A little bit. Not really. Not enough for my purposes. Actually, yeah, I'll just save that. Seriously though, why does Streamlabs do stupid shit like that? Like, it's really incredible software, it's really robust and does a lot of stuff right. But it also just occasionally does some really stupid shit that I don't understand. And hey, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I did something dumb and forgot about it. Who knows? So I'm going to wait until all these animals go in, and then I'm going to count how many we have in the chicken coop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we can still grow one more dinosaur in here without having to sell anybody. But I just need the egg. This gave me refined quartz. Beautiful. I gotta find an item that'll let me dye my pants a corduroy color, but everything I tried ended up not being the right color. It just looked really assy and I didn't like it. Well, I do have 27 copper in here. That's more than I thought. But I need iron. Okay, let's dump this stuff in here for right now, because I'm going to run to the mines and just see if I can't farm a little bit of iron with the time we have left today. Let's go straight to 40. Ooh, look at that. Right off the bat, I get poisoned immediately. But I asked for iron, and there it is. So, hard to be mad about that. Nice. Really? I had to hit that rock 3 times before it would register. I think we still need some of these little fuzzy things for the Monster Slayer rewards, don't we? So that's good. We can knock out some of that while we're in here, too. Very generous on the first floor, and ever since then, they got real stingy real quick. Oh, wow. You don't find a lot of Omni Geodes on floors of this level. Of course, apparently you don't find a lot of iron either. There's some. Check the rest of this floor. It seems to have some scattered about. Nope, okay. Wow, another Omni Geode. This really is a good luck day. You know, if I needed Omni Geodes at all anymore, I'd be psyched. Die, fuzzies! Alright, let's go to 50. Gave me copper. And gold. Everything except iron. Alright, at least we got some. Let's head home. Let's see. We can sell that. Those. Might as well just sell those. And, I guess the rest of this stuff we'll hold on to. Good enough for now. So now that The Last of Us 2 is out, what's the next big game that you guys are excited for? For me, it's going to be Ghost of Tsushima, which comes out in about a month. Let's see. Clear and sunny all day. And spirits are mildly perturbed today. Alright, alright. Penny's going into town again. We'll make sure you stay dry. Weather sounds pretty nasty out there. Oh shit. When are these going to be done? It's the 5th of summer, right? I'll have to keep checking on those. Horizon 2. Excellent choice. I can't wait for the PC version of Horizon 1. I'm finally going to sit down and play through that whole game. For Gonas, it's Star Wars Squadron. Have they even given a release date for that? And what is that game? Is that a sequel to, like, the Rogue Leader games? Because I loved Rogue Leader 2 way back on GameCube. I'm not sure how that game would hold up today, but I suspect it still looks amazing. Because at the time... Dude, at the time that Rogue Leader 2 came out, people were, like, comparing it to the film in terms of visual clarity, saying, like, if you just glanced at it as you were walking by, you wouldn't know if it was the game or the movie. And at the time, I was like, yeah, totally. And now I look back and I'm like, I don't know if that was hyperbole or what, but, like, you know, in my mind, it looked freaking amazing. Especially for the time. They did confirm it's releasing this year? I didn't even know that. You know, personally, when it comes to Star Wars, I'm way more interested in the Force and lightsaber side of things. I'm not really into, like, the space, like, what do you call it? The dog fights, I guess? Like the outer space flying stuff. I mean, that stuff, I like outer space, I like flying. But, you know, I'm not really into, like, the whole, like, dog fighting aspect. But I see the appeal for people who are into that stuff. Still got so much stuff to process. Lava eel roe. Oh, wow. I think that's the first time I've gotten that kind of roe. That's awesome. That stuff better be worth a lot. Don't know if you'll like the online matches, but you'll play some hours for the feeling and the look. I hear you. That's how I play games these days, too. I still haven't even tried the multiplayer in Resident Evil 3. Because I'm just like, ugh, multiplayer. Who cares? You know? Dinosaur egg? No, no dinosaur egg. Damn it. Dinosaurs need to quit slacking and start making babies. You love Star Wars 90% because of the spaceship fights. Yep. Well, that's the cool thing about Star Wars is it's got a little bit for everybody, right? I don't have any truffles to process. Right. Got them all already. Okay. Let's see. We should definitely process this iron. God, I'm falling even farther behind on the row, even after making those extra preserve jars. I forget that I've left all that other stuff I was carrying right here. What is this? Did I start growing an ancient fruit out here for some reason? I don't know why I would have done that. Oh, there's my other truffles. I was going to say, I thought I did have more of them out here. That's where they are. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that, like, lightsaber fights are, like, one of the coolest things ever invented. That's why I really liked that Star Wars game from last year. Can't remember what it was called now. But, yeah. Right, let's sell some of this stuff. That's really about it. Okay. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Not much to do on Wednesdays. Sandy wants an emerald. That's probably not going to happen, if I can be honest. Alright. Now, let's see what it takes to make a big shed. Oh, 300 stone. And I've got 158 on me? Okay. Well, I think I cleaned out the quarry relatively recently, didn't I? Which means there's probably not a lot of stone there, but let's go see. Maybe I'll stop in here, buy a couple bombs. I don't really have a present to give this guy. Let's see if he likes iridium ore. Is this what humans like? That's really valuable ore, man. You should be all about that life. Rain. It's almost mythical to us. Some of us dwarves live our entire lives without ever experiencing it. It's, interesting. Kind of like those people that that live in a place with no snow, and then they move somewhere else and experience snow for the first time, and it's like this wondrous thing. Hard for me to imagine, because I grew up in a place with a lot of snow, so it was... it lost the magical quality pretty quick for me. Oh yeah, there's hardly anything here. Look at this. Wonder if I left any stone at the Skull Caverns. You hate the trailer for Horizon 2? Really? I thought it was a good trailer. Oh, sounds good, Dale. Enjoy your dinner, man. Joe, what's up, buddy? You actually bought Stardew and started playing? Dude, that's awesome. I hope you love it. What are you going to name your farm? Heavenly Hose. That sounds more like the name of a strip club instead of a farm. Guys, I just had a brilliant idea. A farm where strippers are the farm hands. I only have 24 stones here. Damn it. I was just hearing some weird clicking noise. I didn't know what that was. It's weirding me out a little bit. Does have a nice ring to it. I agree. Alright, we can drop those. We can leave those and those. We can leave that. And we should probably take the rest of this stuff. Okay. Oh, wait. Do I need to trade the Omni Geodes for the artifact troves anymore? I don't think there's really any reason to. Could probably just take them and process them, honestly. Yeah, okay. Vulnerical, what's up, man? This is spring of year 4. That's where we're at on this playthrough. How do I like The Last of Us 2? First impressions? Dude, it's freaking amazing. It might be the best looking console game I've ever seen. It's so well written and acted that it's like jaw-dropping almost, and it plays a lot like the first game with just like some refinements in it, which I like because I like the way the first game played. In the first session I played last night, we already got into some really heavy story stuff. It's just, it's an incredible game, but it's very brutal, and it's very taxing emotionally. So I don't know if I'll be able to play, like, 4 hours a day every day. I guess it depends on how the story ends up playing out, but we got to a part last night where I was just like, you know what? That's enough for tonight. We gotta stop. We gotta take a break. So, yeah. Stone. You know what? That's the best case scenario, is that I get stones out of these. That's what I need right now. You're looking forward to it? Your wife's gonna watch it with you? Nice. I take it you guys are fans of the first game? I think that if you like the first game, you're gonna love this game. The sequel. It's a worthy sequel so far. First is in your top 5 best games ever, maybe your favorite. Nice. Well, you must be very excited for the sequel then. Earth crystal. I should give that to the dwarf. Let's hold on to that. In fact, was that today that I gave him something? It was, so I gotta wait until tomorrow. But yeah, we'll probably do that tomorrow. But yeah, I will, I'm doing Stardew right now, obviously, but I'll go back to The Last of Us later today. I definitely want to put in some more hours today, even though, I'm still reeling from last night. Okay, alright. Now, what can we do in the meantime? What am I working towards right now? Definitely need more iron and copper. I guess we should go back to the mines again. 2 things I really need right now are iron ore and stone. And I'm going to get both of those from the mines, so... let's do some digging. Let's bring that up there. There we go. Just gonna immediately toss that in the bin. Oh look, is this an emerald vein? It is. Look at that. I totally got an emerald that I could go give to Sandy. But I would rather sell it. And there's a jade. Oh, this is a good floor. I'm pretty sure those 2 gems are, like, more valuable than anything I found here yesterday when I actually had way better luck. So, there's the game being the game again. Really. Yeah, there's a lot of stones on this floor. Let's walk through it. Ah! Flying skull demon. Go back to the shadow. Go back to the shadow. You cannot pass. Oh, man. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, I would like to take this moment to just give a shout out and a rest in peace to Sir Ian Holm, who passed away yesterday at the age of 88. He played Bilbo Baggins in the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. Fantastic actor. He will be missed. Sounds good, Joe. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoy The Last of Us 2 and Stardew. You got a lot of good gaming ahead of you. Wow. Okay, I literally did, like, everything on this floor. Okay, it disappeared at some point? Gotcha. I thought there was, like, a message when a stairwell appeared. Maybe I just missed it. Ow. Hey, Ferret, what's up, man? Can't stay, but you hope I have a nice stream and day? Thanks, man. I hope you do as well. Thanks for stopping by. I will be streaming more Last of Us 2 later on, if that interests you at all. Probably like 3 or 4 hours from now, I would say. Should have kept those bombs on me. That would have made this a much more streamlined process. Wow, 2 Omni Geas. Okay, maybe I was wrong about the drop rate of those things in this place. I didn't think that they really dropped here, but I'm finding a bunch of them. Even with mildly bad luck. And another coffee bean. What kind of random ass drop is that to get from a monster in the mines? It's so weird. Getting late already? Okay. I thought there'd be barrels over here, but there's not. Barely found any iron today. Come on, game, work with me here. Maybe I should just buy some from Clint. Wouldn't that be a lot easier? Alright, let's just get out of here. Honestly not sure how expensive it is to just straight up buy ore from Clint's, but that's starting to sound like a better idea. Yeah, I've got mad money, you know? Mad money. Let's sell the emerald. And we could probably sell the frozen tears as well. And the aquamarines. Yeah, okay. And I should plant this coffee bean right quick. We can go right there. Perfect. Okay. Let's grab another flower for Penny. Penny and her poppies. Poppy Penny. Poppy Penny picked a poppy to particularly punch. I don't know. I got nothing there. Today's luck is good. Okay. Living off the land. Crab pots. Crab pots are the worst things in the game. They suck. They are annoying, and you never get anything good from them. Don't ever use them. Thanks for watching Living Off the Land. I got up early and watered some crops for you. I hope it makes your job a little easier today. Oh, thanks for watering all the crops that are already getting watered by sprinklers. Isn't this a perfect place to raise children? I would have been so happy growing up on a farm. Well, better late than never. Here, have this. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you enjoyed the gift. Well, goodbye. Emily gave us some wool. And, here we go. Coffee beans are starting to produce. Love it. Let's get the rest of these put down. Wait, did I really... Did I miss these spots? I don't know how that happens, but, okay, whatever. They're down there. It is Thursday. Desert Merchant trades magic rock candy today, but I don't have enough prismatic shards for that to matter, I don't believe. Look at that, they left 2 truffles right outside the gate for me. Dude, what's the big clusterfuck up here this morning? Y'all trying to escape? Jesus. Is the life that I provide for you really so horrible that you just want to leave? Pick up that fucking truffle. The animals are all losing their minds, guys. They're planning a revolt. These treacherous bastards. They think I don't know, but I know. Hey, dinosaur egg. 2 of them. Alright. I'm out of room. Let's put the gold star dinosaur egg in there so we know we're getting the best one. Let's go process some stuff to make room. Some more iron. Perfect. Let's get some of this row out of here. Starting to build up and I don't like it. Is that all the row? Nice. We caught up a little bit. That's good. That's good. We should drop the coffee beans in here. Those will need to be processed at some point. Alright, is that everything in here? I think so. Busy morning, guys. Are these done? Nope, not quite. Okay. That's about it, I guess. Oop, I forgot to throw an egg into the processor. That's okay. Let's go to the desert anyway, just so I can drop some of this stuff off. I want to make some room in the old inventory. We can leave that, and those as well. I think that ought to do it. Damn it. Of course, as soon as I get back, there's 2 more jade ready for me. Oh, wait. Are these all produced? Oh, that's not coffee. That's strawberries. Never mind. Never mind. They kind of look like coffee plants that have produced, don't they? Those little red flecks in there? That's deceptive. Can't not pick up the forageables. My brain would be mad at me if I did that. Let's see. We're gonna give the dwarf this. He better like it. Reminds him of home. He didn't love it though. He apparently only liked it. Picky bastard. I thought he liked all the minerals, but it seems like it's actually only amethyst that he loves. Fine, you know what? You be like that. No, I'm not a spy. Shut up and sell me some bombs. I don't want a ton of them. Just enough to gather some rocks. To 70. Alright, gonna bring these up there. I got 2 rocks from that entire explosion. Is that a joke? Oh wow, that's a good floor right here. Look at this. Go hurt yourself. Some very wistful music for the mines. Uh-oh. Mr. Skeleton wants to dance. Didn't know who you were messing with, did you, son? Get off me. This floor sucks. Let's go back to like 60. Hmm, rubies. Alright, let's just use up this last bomb right about there. Let's check the next floor. Oh, look at that! Paid off. There's actually some stuff here. Damn it. It's actually not the worst haul I've ever had here today. I need 4 more rocks. Okay, I can do that. It's gonna be all my rocks, but this will allow me to upgrade the shed finally. And let's kill these guys. They're gonna make it as annoying as humanly possible, but I'm going to kill them. There. I'm just gonna grab the ore on this floor, and then we'll probably go. Alright, good enough. Let's peace. And I guess I'll spend the rest of the day without my horse. Alright, so I've got 10 bars now, which means I can make 10 more kegs, probably. Anything to sell? Sell the forage. Sell the frozen tier. I think the rest of the stuff we keep. Let's offload some of this stuff by making kegs and dropping them. How does this work again? I think we just hit the whole perimeter, right? Leave a spot in the middle and then, yeah, okay. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be able to make 8 more kegs in the morning. If I have enough copper, which I do. So we'll take that out. Should have dropped off that stuff, but whatever. Alright. I think that's about all I can do today, honestly. Let's just go to sleep. Let's go to sleep early for a change. Actually feel refreshed in the morning. Penny's doing that creepy poltergeist shit where she's just staring at the oven. We have it good here. We should always try and remember that those less fortunate than us. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'm just very grateful for what we have. That's a good outlook. I'm going to sleep, Penny. You have a good night. Fully rested on a Friday morning. Don't sleep too long or you'll wake up tired. Oh, that's not an issue I have. Personally. Oh, clear and sunny tomorrow for the Egg Festival. How about that? I forgot about that. Egg Festival tomorrow and then Haley's birthday. Alright. And spirits are neutral today. Maybe I should go to Skull Caverns then. Dear dude, I was conducting a field study the other day and I found this specimen. Hey, thanks Demetrius. I'll give that to the dwarf. It's actually really handy. Tomorrow's the Egg Festival. You should arrive between 9 and 2. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, look at this. We got lava eel roe. We got batteries. This stuff just keeps rolling in, guys. Oh no! Knew that was gonna happen. I gotta rethink this design apparently. Because now, having picked that up, that's probably one more honey that's not going to get the effect from the flowers. I really thought I had room to spare, but it seems I don't. On the range of those things. At this point, you'd assume the children will never grow up more. Yeah, I don't think so. I think they just kind of stay toddlers forever. Which is kind of beautiful in a way, isn't it? It's like the whole Peter Pan thing. They just get to be kids forever. Personally, I think that sounds kind of awesome. Sure, the batteries in there. Still not ready. Are those rhubarb? I think those are rhubarb. I have no idea what they look like when they're done. Saw you. Got him. I gotta stop coming down here with so much shit in my inventory. I think I'd know better by now. I just keep doing it. Just throw down the eggs. Put that in there. Alright. Personally, toddlers seem a bit too stupid. Yeah, actually, I agree with you about that, Dale. You make a valid point. I mean, I guess what I meant to say was it'd be fun to be that age forever, because all you really do is, you know, be a stupid kid and have people take care of you, and you don't really have to worry about anything. But, you know, you're right. If I was tasked with taking care of a toddler-age kid forever, I would definitely take myself out. I would drown myself in a fish pond. I would never want to do that. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay. Oh, is today... Today the Desert Merchant does something, doesn't he, on Fridays? Can't think of what it is now. I have too much stuff going through my head right now. I can't filter anything. Donna, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you today? Okay, we can throw these down. What was I going to do over here? I was going to do something. Oh, right. Okay, let's store this stuff. We don't need to be carrying that. And then we can make 8 more kegs, which I should throw down right in here. That's what I wanted to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Alright. It's hot as balls out there. 93 degrees, heat index 97. Fuck that noise, man. It did get that hot around here lately, too. We got it up to around like 95, 96, which was miserable. Even being in a finished basement area here, it still got really warm because A, I have a lot of electronics running here, and B, I don't actually have any airflow down here. I have a patio door right here which opens out into a balcony, but there's no screen door, so I can't just open the door and leave it open because there's about 1 million bugs out there that would just come right in. So I have 0 airflow down here, no windows, no screen doors, no nothing. So when the temperature goes up, it gets really hot down here. And it's supposed to go up a lot today. I'm not sure what the final temperature is today, but my phone told me it's going to be 16 degrees hotter than yesterday. So that pissed me off. Yeah, I'm hoping that the summer months just kind of go quickly and don't get that bad. Summer's like my least favorite time of year, and it's all because of the temperature. Battery pack, cherries, blah, blah, blah. Take some bug meat. I'll take a rare seed. That should be good. Let's go grab hardwood while we're down here. That was a dick move. I'm just trying to peacefully come in here and harvest some hardwood. And these slimes gotta start shit every time. Every time. Why are they so aggressive? Just because I've basically perpetrated a genocide against your entire race, you gotta get all uppity about it. So we should go to the Desert Merchant. I also want to get Robin started on that shed upgrade. The Desert Merchant can wait. I'm pretty sure he's there pretty much all day. So let's drop a lot of this stuff off. We've got the wood, we've got the stone. guess the rest of this we hold on to. Okay. Let's try and get to Robin's while she's still there. If she's there today. She damn well better be. Ooh, thanks for the ancient doll. Been wanting one of those. Okay, big shed. This is actually going to be most of my wood again. I'm going to have to go harvest more wood. Again. But now the armory is under construction. I'll start working on your shit upgrade the day after tomorrow. I always take festivals off. You lazy bitch. No, I'm just kidding. That's okay. No rush on that. Take your time, Robin. You guys are playing a guessing game about where Dale lives. Might take you a while. Damn it. Where's Clint? Oh, dude, you suck. Is he off on Fridays now? I always forget the days that people are off. Alright, we're gonna head over here. Let's go grab stuff from the chest that we can trade. Nobody thinks of another continent first. Yeah, especially Americans. We're very geocentric, I guess is the word. Blue Fireplace, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. That's a cool name, too, by the way. Blue Fireplace, I like that. Let's see. We need this stuff. I don't know why I'm keeping coconuts in here. Can't even eat those. It seems like an oversight. Very American-centric. Yeah, that's the thing. I guess most people wouldn't think outside their own country first, but I think it's worse with Americans. Like, we don't think about anything outside our own borders. We're just selfish assholes over here, you know? Alright, spicy eels, mega bombs, regular bombs. What the fuck? He's selling cheese for emeralds? What? You guys seeing this? Why would you trade an emerald for cheese? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Why? Why is it like that? Oh, you fell in love with my Shenmue videos? Thank you so much for saying that, man. I really appreciate that because, you know, as you're probably aware, Shenmue is my favorite game. And those Let's Plays were definitely a labor of love for me. I'm glad that somebody else felt the love. We think about Mexicans coming over. Yeah, that's, you know, that's a whole thing. Let's not get into that. I guess I'm done here. Alright. Let's sell that. And that, and those. Mixed seeds can go in there. It's really interesting how you can see the pattern of like where they eat the grass. They always eat the stuff right up front first, and then it accumulates down here. You'd think it would be a little bit more random. It's like they're starving by the time they get outside. Can only do one more iron right now. Let's just do a round of copper. I'm still weirded out by that whole cheese thing. I've never seen that before with him. And that's such a weird option to have. Who the hell needs to trade an emerald for cheese? Okay, now I'm about out of wood, so might as well stow this stuff. I won't be making any more kegs for a little bit. Sadly. What am I doing? That's what I was looking for, the clay. Alright. And tomorrow we can process these geodes again. Today we're about out of stuff to do, I think. You know what we should do, guys? I should probably tear up these sprinklers over here, and we could do a slime hutch over here. That is not a thing I've ever had before. I don't really know how they work. I don't know what the point of them is. But just for the sake of having more stuff to do in the game, and trying out a little bit of everything, we could make a slime hutch. I'm not 100% sure where I would put it. I'm kind of thinking maybe like I could tear these up and place it right here next to the barns, just on the outside. I kind of need to rearrange the way these work. I thought this was going to be a good setup for the bee houses, but it turns out it's not. It actually sucks. And I don't know how to fix it off the top of my head. Oh, you know what I should do? I should actually go to the fire floors of the mine and try and find some fire quartz, because I need a couple of those for my lava eels. And we've got a couple hours left in the day, so see if we can get lucky and find some. Do I believe in ghosts, and if so, have I ever had an experience? I don't believe in ghosts. I guess you could say I'm kind of agnostic about stuff like that. I fully believe that there are things in the universe that humans either do not understand or have no comprehension of. Do I think that there could be some kind of afterlife experience that we've never detected? Sure. I don't think that ghosts come back and, like, haunt specific places and terrorize people. I think that if that stuff was real, it would be common knowledge at this point. Like, it wouldn't be the kind of thing that... Jeez, that did crazy damage to me. Oh my god. I don't think it would be the kind of thing that people are still debating. Like, if ghosts were real, everybody would see one at some point. You know, you'd be able to test it. You'd be able to reproduce it. If somebody says they saw a ghost somewhere, like, consistently, like, they always see a ghost in a spot, and then they bring back a skeptic to that spot, the skeptic would see the ghost too. The ghost wouldn't just disappear because a skeptic showed up. And I have had scary experiences for sure, but, you know, most times I think that's just your mind playing tricks on you, or you psyching yourself out in such a way that you hallucinate or imagine things that aren't there. Like, I remember when I lived in the house that I lived in with my grandparents when I was a young teenager, I would often, like... I would see things out of the corner of my eye in that house. I would just be sitting there in the living room alone, and all of a sudden I would see like a streak in the corner of my eye, and in my brain I interpreted it as like the form of a person walking really quickly in my peripheral vision, and then I would look over, and of course there was nothing there, but it only happened in that house. So, I can't really explain why, but that freaked me out a little bit. I don't believe it was a ghost, though. I think in almost everything there is a rational explanation, even if we just haven't figured it out yet. You know what I mean? You know how quantum physics works? Sometimes the only thing influencing the outcome is the fact of it being observed. Yeah, I don't actually understand that fully. I'm familiar with the concept of what you're saying, but I never sat down and really internalized that concept. I don't know what it means, really. The only thing influencing the outcome is the fact of it being observed. That's like Schrodinger's cat, right? That's the concept you're talking about? I'm familiar with it, but I couldn't, like, explain it to somebody. Should keep the white algae. Make stuff with that. Oh, and I'm just gonna throw that right in there. Perfect. It's not really that one. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you find that article, let me know. I'd be happy to read it. I love thought experiments like that. Didn't they have that in Outer Wilds? Yeah, they did, didn't they? They had that stuff that would, like, skip around, and then it would only stay in one spot when you looked at it. That's what you're talking about, right? Man, I gotta go finish that game. God damn it, I hate myself for not finishing that game. Spirits are in good humor. Yay. Was I shy when we first met? Yes, you were. It's funny to think about now that we've come so far. Now that we've done so much stuff. It's what she means to say. Let's take this couple down here. Let's take out the coffee beans. Got strawberries. Yeah, so I was streaming that game for a while, and I think I reached a point where, like, I just felt like I wasn't making any progress, and people kind of stopped coming out to the streams, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to play this on stream anymore. I just started focusing on other stuff. And then I thought about finishing that game in my own time, but then I felt guilty about not doing it on stream anymore, because there might have been people who wanted to see the outcome, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. And then I just never did anything with it. I really think what I should do, and I hate to do this because I hate leaving series unfinished. I really do. Even though I do it all the time. Welcome to the complicated life of Dude Long Couch. I think what I should do with that game is just finish it in my own time, but then with the nature of what it is, I can go back on stream and just do a full run-through to show you guys the whole game in one shot, because that's how that game is designed, right? You incrementally learn stuff until you can do a whole run in the span of the game's cycle. So I think that would be the best way to handle it. Donna used to see a tall, dark figure walk into the bedroom in the very early morning hours. At the time, you used to wake up after your mother left for work and sleep in the parlor, so you could keep an ear out for your brother since he was really sick at the time. It was only at that apartment during those hours. Still creeps you out, but you think it was probably a combination of being half asleep and stressed out about your brother. Yeah. That's probably pretty similar to the experiences I had. With the weird silhouettes in my peripheral vision. I only got it in a specific spot, but, you know, it could have been the lighting in that particular place where I used to hang out. It could have been stress I was experiencing at that time. I just don't think that ghosts hang out and troll people, you know, if they're a real thing. I mean, I could be wrong, you know, maybe they do. Maybe ghosts are fully aware of what they're doing and they just like to fuck with people. I just highly doubt it myself. J-Bridge, what's up, man? Thanks for coming out. How are you today? We're talking about ghosts. And whether we think they're real or not. Do you have any opinions on that matter? Nice, we are keeping up with the row. I like that. I like that a lot. Gonus thinks it's good way to play it without people watching. Yeah, I guess it's not really a great game for streaming because you can literally spend hours and hours in that game and not make any progress at all, which I was starting to do. You would watch a quick run where I finish it? Okay, that's good. I am a little Scully. I have a little Scully in me for sure. Squish the Fish, what's up? Thanks for coming out, and thank you for the compliment on my farm. Welcome to Dude Ranch Farms. It's not perfect, but I'm proud of what I've built. Oh, the Egg Festival started. Almost forgot about that today. You're not sure you believe in ghosts? Yeah, I don't really either. Now, that's not to say that I don't really enjoy ghost stories, because I do. I love scary stories. I love the subreddit r/nosleep. Even though it's kind of corny, and there's a lot of garbage on there, there's a lot of good stuff, too. I think stories about ghosts and supernatural things are fascinating. and I enjoy them. I just don't think any of them are true. I guess it's the same reason I love scary video games. It's fun to just, like, turn your brain off. Like, even though you know the thing isn't real, it's a lot of fun to just act like it is real, you know? I should drop off this ore. I don't know why I always carry this shit around. Let me go drop this off. Okay, that's good. What year am I on? This is year 4. Spring the 13th of year 4. And there's one single strawberry here that is ready to go. I must have missed that before when I was picking them, I guess. Let's put away the clay. And then go to the Egg Festival. You used to love ghost stories when you were a kid. One time you asked your mother if they were real, and she said no one ever died and came back to tell her. Dude, my mom said the exact same thing. That's crazy. Are you, like, my little brother in disguise or something? Or sister? Sorry, I don't mean to presume your gender. I don't know. But, yeah, dude, I remember... I very specifically remember asking my mom whether heaven was real when I must have been, like, 5 or 6 years old. And her exact response was, "We don't know. No one has ever come back to tell us." And I was like, fair enough. That always stuck with me. That's crazy. You think she thought you were dumb for asking? I don't think so. That's a valid question for a kid, you know? I'd be happy if my kid asked me that. It shows that he's thinking critically, you know? I'm not sure how many of these lawn flamingos I have. Let's buy a couple of these in case I ever want to decorate with them. And then I think we already have a plush bunny somewhere. And then we gotta buy strawberry seeds for next year. So let's grab about 200 of these. That way we have them queued up and ready to go. Sometimes I'll hide an egg too well and no one finds it. Well, until summer rolls around. Then the hot air starts to bring out the rotten smell. Oh, Willy. Hey guys, check it out. I'm a rabbit person. Yeah, it's actually really hard to line this up the right way. You can't really get it centered. It's about as good as I can get it right there. Creepy rabbit person. Maru's trying to convince me to eat a deviled egg. I'm just not sure I can stomach it. I don't think I've ever had a deviled egg either. I always look forward to these gatherings. It makes the valley feel like a real community. I'm just walking around this festival with no pants on. Nobody seems to care. He used to do a rotten egg toss. Mayor Lewis put an end to that pretty quick. Yeah, sounds like something he'd do. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Video game Easter? Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. They don't call it Easter, but it's Easter. Time for the highlight of today's festivities, the annual spring egg hunt. I have no idea how to do this, by the way. I always just run around randomly and hope I get lucky. Calm down now, kiddos. You're going to need all your energy if you hope to find the most eggs and take home the exclusive prize. Which we've already done. Now, is everyone ready? Let the egg hunt begin. Okay. Let's run down this way. There's one. Some down in here. There's 3. We gotta get like 7 or 8, I believe. I'm up to 6. It's actually going pretty well so far. 7. I don't know how to get that one. 8, 9. Dude, this might be the best run I've ever had. Yeah, I got one more. I got 11. That was awesome. Wow, look at all these eggs. Now, if only I could get you kids to pick up litter this efficiently, we'd have the cleanest town this side of the Gem Sea. Did my parents used to tell me scary stories to go to sleep? No. I don't really remember my parents ever telling me bedtime stories, to be honest. I'm not saying they didn't. I'm just saying the last time they did, I was probably too young to remember, so I don't really have any memories of that. She used to tell you if you didn't go to sleep, a werewolf would come and get you? Dude, that's fucked up. Used to tell her I would run away, and then she would tell me you couldn't because it would rip off your arms and legs and rip off your jaw so you couldn't scream for help. Dude, that's the most messed up thing I've ever heard. That's like... You were told if you didn't sleep with your feet covered, evil spirits would come and take me. Okay, are your parents like sadists or something? That doesn't seem right to me. And now the winner of this year's egg hunts. It's gonna be me. Yeah, it's the dude. Remember that, you little shits. 1,000 gold. Oh boy. Yours would say that if you ran away, you get taken by Saddam Hussein. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, that's so messed up. I don't even know like how to process that. I don't think I would ever tell my kid that. But then again, I see, I only have 1 flamingo. Now I have 11. That's good. I don't ever really want kids, so I don't know. Maybe that's a perfectly acceptable technique. I don't know anything about raising kids. I did help take care of my little brother when he was first born, because I was 8 years older than him, so I was old enough to, like, you know, feed him and carry him around and stuff, but that's really the only experience I have with child rearing, and it's not a thing I'm particularly interested in. Your parents should get together and go bowling. Are you the only person in the world with a normal family, even though your parents are divorced? You're probably not the only person. My parents are divorced too, but it was a relatively normal family other than that, I guess. There were definitely things that happened when I was a kid that stuck with me. There, you know, it wasn't all peaches and cream, but you know, who has a perfect life? Who has a perfect home life? You know, spirits are in good humor today. Very good, very good. You knew I was the one from the moment I moved here. Is that right, Penny? I've never heard her say that before. It's kind of awesome. Won't let me kiss her, though, for some reason. I guess because she's walking. What's she doing? There we go. There's the smooch. Whoa, look at Frederick go. Yo, this kid's mobile as fuck. Look at this kid's faster than I am. What was all that about? That can damage kids for life. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I didn't want to be hyperbolic, but I was like, could that be considered child abuse? Telling a kid something like that? already know how to make hash browns. Alright. Dear dude, you're such a good neighbor. I thought I'd send you over some animal feed to make your job easier. Keep it up, Marty. Thank you, Marty. Thank you so much. That actually is quite handy. I will get usage out of that. This will probably be the last in-game day we play today, guys. We're hitting about the 2-hour mark, which is about what I wanted to hit. I do want to take a break for a couple hours, and then I'll be back on later today with The Last of Us 2. But this has been a really good palate cleanser. I needed this. I needed this relaxation. The 80s/90s. That's not... Okay, have you guys ever seen that clip of Bill Burr on Conan O'Brien? It's one of my favorite late-night clips of all time, where Bill Burr's telling the story about how he was doing landscaping for this guy in the 80s, and the guy came out with like a Magnum pistol, like a 30-aught pistol or some shit, and was like, hey, there's an abandoned car down the road. You want to go shoot this gun at the car? And Bill was like, sure, let's go do it. And Conan was like, wow, you just agreed to go fire this gun with this dude? And Bill Burr was like, yeah, it was the 80s. And Conan was like, you can't justify anything by just saying, well, it was the 80s. And that conversation just really reminded me of that. Because I agree with Conan. You can't justify shitty behavior by just saying, it was back then, you know? Like, that's not how it works. How much hay do we have now? 256. Ooh, we still need a lot more. Let's scythe up some of this. Leave some to let it keep growing, of course. That's good enough. You saw a headline that said The Last of Us 2 is basically misery porn. Pretty accurate from what I've seen so far. Pretty accurate. Man, where did I put my horse? I'm gonna want that horse later today. You think that's why you still have an irrational fear of the dark? Yeah, that might explain it. Ooh, are these done now? They are! The rhubarb's ready, but my inventory's full. Sorry, we'll pick those after I'm done over here. Oh, I hear more truffles. Give me that. Your mom recently told you she's glad she managed to raise us before the whole beating kids stuff got forbidden by law. Dale? Did your mom beat you as a kid? Do you want to talk about it? Are you okay? Okay, alright. She didn't beat us, she'd just like to have that option available. I guess I can understand that. Every toolbox needs a hammer, right? You remember your mother taking you to somebody's basement at Downtown Crossing? And when I would act up, she would grab me and ask me if I wanted to go to the ladies' room. That meant she was this close to whooping my ass. Ooh, scary. She did grab you by the ear, and that hurts. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think it's really okay. I don't know, man. I'm not a child psychologist. I haven't read all the studies and everything. I mean, it's pretty much, it's never okay to, like, to smack or punch a child in, like, the facial area, right? Like, that's gonna leave scars. If not physical scars, emotional scars. Now, there's a lot of debate about spanking on the butt. It still hurts, but it's like a different kind of pain. I think it's, like, different in the pain center, so there's a lot of debate about, like, whether it's considered child abuse or not. Does it leave emotional scars? I don't know. I know that we got spanked when we were kids. I don't really feel like I have emotional scars from that. But I don't know. How would I know? How would I know for sure? How would I know that about myself, you know? I think most of my emotional scars come from other things. Not physical things, but I guess like abandonment issues probably is what I'm talking about. The fuck? I can't get by there because there's trees in the way. Fine, I'll go the long way around. After I grab all this stuff. I think the rhubarbs will probably just sell. I don't think there's any reason to really keep any. We could throw them in a preserve jar to make them worth more, but I'm not going to do that. The preserve jars are being kept pretty busy with the row, so yeah. Let's go hit the traveling merchant real quick. It is a Sunday, after all. Oh shit, a lot of these are done too, aren't they? Cauliflower, some potatoes. I think that's most of the mixed seeds that I dropped. Glad you didn't get the belt or wooden spoon. Yeah, a friend of mine got the belt. And I will say, I don't think it really traumatized him at all. He grew up. He has a great career in the Air Force. He has a family. He seems happy. He's doing everything right. But he definitely got the belt when he was a kid. Take that rare seed. Now, that's just one anecdotal thing, you know. One example doesn't make for a pattern or a study by any measure. It's important to recognize that. I remember being there one day when he got the belt. That was actually, it was really scary, man. We had gone outside. It was really late at night, and we were just walking around the neighborhood around, like, I don't know, probably 11:30, maybe midnight. And we were fairly young, like, we were in our low teens, so it was probably too late for us to be walking around. We weren't even doing anything, really. We were just walking. And, we ended up getting back to his place, and his dad was awake, and he was waiting for us, and he was pissed. His dad was a scary dude, okay? Like, nice guy most of the time, but if you pissed him off, he was one of those kinds of guys where he was very scary when he was pissed off. And I'll never forget him looking at my buddy and telling him to get his ass inside, and then he just looks at me. He just looks at me with like the most angry, accusatory face in the world, and he just goes, "You get your ass home." And I was like, "Yes, sir. Sorry." And I just turned and just quickly started walking away. And they got inside, and I just heard, like, it wasn't like screams of pain. It was just like, "Oh, oh." I could hear my buddy yelling as he got the belt right on his ass, and I was like, "Oh my god. Thank God that's not me." That sucks. Why am I keeping horseradishes and spring onions in here? I've had this shit in here for so long. I should be selling all these. They're useless to me now. I think I was keeping them for gifts, actually. But I don't need to do that anymore. Getting rid of all that crap. If the only interaction is spanking, that will scar for sure. Well, yeah, if that's the only interaction. But that definitely shouldn't be the only interaction that you have with your kids. That would just be no good. Often small abuse don't leave heavy scars mentally, but also it does often enough, so better never do it. That's fair. It probably depends on the kid too, to be honest. The mentality of the child and the way they perceive it. I think perception probably has a lot to do with it, because even if a kid perceives that he's being abused, even if he's not, that can leave mental scars, right? It's like they say perception is reality. I already traded most of this stuff. Okay, let's leave that here. I think we're good. Okay. We can go give the dwarf this amethyst today, too. How do you maintain discipline then? You either spank the child or you hurt them mentally, as in shag them or make them feel less worthy? Dale, what does shag mean to you? Can you please explain that real quick? Geo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming out. How are you? Guys, if you are not following Super Geo, you should go give her a follow. She is awesome. Yeah, I hope you're using the wrong word there, Dale, because, at least in the United States, and I believe in England as well, shag is slang for have sex with, and I hope you didn't mean have sex with the kid. I'm pretty sure that's not what you meant, but that's how it reads to a lot of people. So just be careful with the phrasing there. Yeah. Geo's like, what did I just walk into? Geo, we're having a conversation about like childhood discipline and things like that. How do you say push them away? Did you mean like shame? Yeah, that's maybe what you meant. Neglect would probably be the right word there. withdraw from or neglect. Yeah, that weirded me out, man. I was like, oh, I hope that's not what he meant. That's the wrong chest that goes in there. There we go. Welcome to Dude Long Couch After Dark. Oh, man. Shun. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So you meant shun, not shag. One day you'll have to tell me about this beverage you call milk. Someday, I'm going to give you this, and you're going to love it. Let's see if he's maxed out now. Nope. Still needs at least one more. And then who else did we need? It's Marnie and Pierre, right? Marnie and Pierre. Yeah, okay. I wonder... if Marnie likes hay. Let me see if I've ever found anything else that she loves. Oh, I think I found a dish that she loves at some point. What was it? The pumpkin pie, that's right. That's complicated, though. I'm going to try to give her a piece of hay. If I can find her before the end of today. That's right. If I cut the grass, it goes straight to the silo. I don't know if I can take stuff out of the silo, though. There might not be a way to do that. Just fuck your kid. No. Okay, I'm just going to take a stand right here, and I'm going to say, don't fuck your kids. All right? Are we all clear on that? No kid fucking? That's, it's not a good thing to do. Damn it, how can I get a piece of hay to give to Marnie? I could also just try giving her a truffle. She might like it as it's like an animal product, you know? Let's see. If I can even get in her house at this point. No, that closes at 6. Yeah, I should have known. Perfect. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to process these geodes I've been carrying around, because that's annoying. Here's some more jade. Let's go trade those real quick. We still got time left in the day. And if I don't do it today, then I'll have to wait a whole other week. Yes, I do plan on playing The Last of Us 2 today. That's why I'm actually going to wrap this up right about now. I want to take a break for a couple hours, eat, live my life, and so on, and then I'll be back with The Last of Us 2. Let's schedule that for 4 o'clock, same time as yesterday. We'll say 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's about 3.5 hours from now. That's when I will go live with The Last of Us 2 again. That's 12 a.m. for you? That's not so bad. Midnights. I routinely stay up longer than midnights. But also, I'm not a good model for how people should live their lives, so... yeah. Oh, we actually made a lot of money today. Oh, because of the crops, right? The rhubarb. Guys, look how much that freaking dinosaur mayonnaise is worth. Oh, it's so awesome. Yeah, it starts at midnight. That's true. That's fair. Hey, Dale, I've always told you, don't screw up your sleep schedule. Don't screw up your life just for the sake of my streams, man. I would be very sad if you did that. I appreciate your support, as always, but don't ruin your life for it. So, all right, I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. Thank you for coming out to the Stardew stream. I hope you guys had a blast. We got into some conversations today, but I had a really good time. Hope you guys did too. I'll see you in about 3.5 hours for The Last of Us 2. If you can make it, great. If not, check the archive on YouTube. And I will see you guys then. Take care.